All right, so welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at the 2025 July intake final exam for chemistry. Okay, so this paper has two sections, the section A and section B. Section A has 50 multiple choice questions, as you can see there. And then section B has 6 structured questions, right? So we're going to answer all the questions. Okay, so meaning that once you go through this paper, you should be exam ready. Okay, so because this paper will cover all the concepts that you have actually learned, so you should be exam ready. Okay, so you can see here the section A, 50 multiple choice questions. Okay, and after that there's section B, I'm sure. Okay, so yeah, so this is section B here now with the 6 structured questions. Okay, so we are going to answer all of these questions here step by step in a way that anyone can understand. Okay, even your little sister or your little brother, you should give them this video and ask them if they understand. They will tell you that they understand, right? Yeah, I have magic powers. So let's start from question 1. So question 1 says choose the correct statement about a measurement. Okay, so this question came as well in the 2023 January intake final exam. So we said a measurement should always have a unit and a number. Okay, so the answer there is simply A. I don't have a lot of things to explain. Question number 2, the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom is called the free mass, guys, free mass number. Okay, so when you just add the protons and the neutrons, you get the mass number. Question number 3, they're saying determine the range of uncertainty of the measurement recorded as that. So now to find the range of uncertainty, okay, find the range of uncertainty, we just say the upper reading minus the lower reading. So now how do you find the upper reading and the lower reading? So to find the upper, you add the uncertainty to the reading that you've been given. Then to find the lower reading, you subtract the uncertainty from the value that you've been given. But how do we find this uncertainty? Okay, so uncertainty, we look at the last significant figure in this number that you've been given. So this last significant figure is this 8 because it's a non-zero number there. So this is ones, tens, 100. So the last significant figure is in the ones. So meaning the uncertainty is plus or minus 1. So the upper reading would just be equals to 238 plus 1. That would be 239. The lower reading would just be 238 minus 1, and that would be 237. So now the range of uncertainty, okay, will simply be equals to upper reading 239 minus lower reading 237. So this here gives you what? A 2. Okay, so the the range of uncertainty is 2. And remember, this was milligram, right? So I'm subtracting milligram from milligram. So this is milligram here. But when you check on the options there, I don't have milligram. I have gram, gram, gram. So I have to change this 2 milligram into a gram. So how am I going to do that? I'm just going to simply divide this 2 milligram by 1,000 like that. So that is just going to give me 0.002 gram. So here they were also testing your ability to convert the units, because some of you will just go straight away and choose A. Okay, that would be wrong. So the correct answer there is 0.02 gram. So you consider the what? The units. And again here, the way they wrote it, this answer, I'm now skeptical because there like there's a decimal point there and there's also a decimal point there. So you see the confusion. So the answer should just have a 0 there and a 0 there and then a decimal there. Okay, so the answer should be 0.002 grams. Okay, and then question number 4, they're saying how many electrons are in this isotope? Okay, so when you write the nuclear notation, 122, 51, and then here there's a charge of -3. So the number which is bigger, we said this one is the mass number. This one here is the proton number, or we can say the atomic number. Okay, so now in a neutral atom, the number of protons and neutrons, the number of protons and electrons are going to be the same. Okay, so if this was neutral, then the number of electrons would just simply be what? 51. But now there's a positive, there's a negative charge. So what does the negative charge mean? Remember, the uh, remember that the electrons are negative. So if I have a negative charge there, it simply means that there is what? Okay, simply means that isotope gained extra electrons. No wonder it's negative. So it gained 3 extra electrons. So to the electrons that I have in the neutral, plus the ones that were gained, these 3, I'm going to get what? 54. So this guy here has 54 electrons. So I'm going to select C as my best answer. Okay, considering the range of uncertainty in measurement, choose the correct statement. So they want us to compare the uncertainty, the range of uncertainty for this and this. Which one has the bigger one? Okay, so to find which one has the bigger range of uncertainty, just find the one that has the bigger uncertainty. Okay, so for this 400, the last significant figure and the only significant figure, in fact, okay, is what? 4. Okay, so 4 is in which place? So these are the ones, tens, and then hundreds. So the last significant figure is in the hundreds. So the uncertainty there will be plus or minus 100 for 400. And then for 400 point, it means these zeros are now significant. So the last significant figure is this one, and it is in the what? Ones, tens, hundreds. So the last significant figure is in the ones here. So meaning that the uncertainty to be plus or minus 1. So the one that is going to have a bigger range of uncertainty is just the one which has the higher uncertainty there. Okay, so this one comes from the 400. So I'm going to say the range of uncertainty in the 400 is more than the range in this 400 point. Okay, yeah, so this one here will be the correct answer. Question number 6, they're saying how many neutrons are here? Okay, so that is the proton number. This here is the mass number. And the mass number is protons plus neutrons. So how do you think we're going to find the neutrons? We're just going to say, okay, the mass number, which is a combination of protons and neutrons, minus the protons, they are 51. So subtract this, you're going to get a 71. So 71, that's the number of neutrons there in that isotope. Okay, so we are done with question number 6. All right, so thank you so much for watching that video. I know you are enjoying and you are understanding, okay? So for you to actually access the full video solutions to that paper, you can actually subscribe and find them at discretelearning.com. We also have a mobile app that will allow you to download the videos and watch them offline. All right, so Discrete Learning is actually an institute that offers supplementary lessons in all the Premed and NS courses. So if you have any challenges with any of these courses, let's say it's biology, it's physics, it's chemistry, or it's math, we are here for you to actually make you what? Understand. Okay, so you can subscribe for any course that you're having challenges with, and then you're going to be helped to actually pass the exam easily. Okay, so for any of the courses that you're going to subscribe for here, you are going to access fully explained videos to all the tutorial sheet questions. Okay, so I know the tutorial sheets are overwhelming. They have a lot of questions and the like. We've solved each and every question from the tutorial sheet. Okay, and we've explained it step by step so that even a 10-year-old can actually understand. Okay, so you're going to access tutorial sheet solutions. You're going to access full assignment video solutions. You're going to access full videos to the past quizzes and tests that the previous intakes have had. You're going to access full videos to the final exam papers, which are very important. Okay, and to add on that, you're also going to be allowed into our weekly live classes. So these classes are held via Zoom live, where we can just get to interact with your students firsthand, okay? So that if you have any challenges, you ask us, we explain so that you understand, okay? And also, we are also going to allow you to consult from us, okay? So if you're having challenges with some concept, blah 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 and blah blah blah, okay, you can actually just inbox us on any of these numbers, and we're going to what to assist you. Okay, so now the time is moving, the exam is very soon. Okay, so if you'd like to actually register, okay, and learn with us, you're welcome to do so. So just contact any of these two numbers here, or you can actually subscribe, okay, by just watching the videos in the description of this video. Okay, so check the description in this video below. You're going to find a video that will guide you on how you can create an account on our website, as well as how you can actually pay for your desired courses. Okay, and when you pay on the website, you're going to access all these at your own time, your own pace, even in your blankets. You are going to what? To learn. Okay, so don't hesitate. Just subscribe, and then you'll pass your exam easily. Okay, so for those who have actually never seen our website, okay, you've actually never seen our website, let me just show you here. So just go to Chrome or any browser of your choice, okay? And then when you go there, you're just going to type in discretelearning.com. So this is the website here, okay? This is the website here. So now, when you type in this website, just go to the website. Okay, so if you don't have an account, it will ask you to create an account. So you put in your details, you choose your university, your email, password, and the like. Once you create the account, you can actually log in here. And you can use those same details to actually log in on the what? On the mobile app, where you can download videos and watch them offline. Okay, so when you open this website, you can see the courses that we offer here. You pick any course of your choice that you want to register for. So I clicked on some course here. Okay, so if, for example, you pick math, okay, you just come and subscribe for this course and then open it and then access everything. If you picked chemistry, you can open chemistry. If it's physics, if it's math, anything. So for example, let me say you are a student from Apex, okay, you pick math, you can just open it, okay, and then here inside there are folders depending on the semester where you are. If you're at Apex, so if you're at Apex first semester, use this folder. Apex second semester, this folder. If you are from Unilus, okay, the Unilus first semester, Unilus second semester. If you're from Levy, go there. And then if you're from any other university, okay, you go in this folder here, general mathematics. That's where you're going to find the things. So for example, I'm first semester Apex, I'll just open this folder. Okay, once I open the folder, you're going to see that I'm going to find a folder for topic lessons. Here it is, summarize notes, tutorial sheets and assignments, and then past papers and past quiz tests and exam papers. So here, okay, in this folder here, there are full tutorial sheet videos. So you can just go there, pick your intake, you're going to access them. Here there's some summarized notes, here there are topic lessons. Okay, so you pick whatever you want. Then if you want the past papers as you're preparing for the exam, okay, or for the quiz, for the test, just come here and click past quiz test and exam papers. Okay, so once you open, you go to the video solutions, and once you do that, voila, you'll be inside there where the videos are. And then you just pick the videos that you want to watch. Okay, so they are well labeled here. You can see if it's a test or it's an exam or if it's a quiz. And also here on top, there are these filters. So if you just want to see the papers for the past quizzes, you click there, the quizzes will appear, you can see them there. If you want a test, you click there, they will appear. If you want the exam, you click there, they will also what? Appear. So these are just exam past videos here, tests, quiz, and it's the same in all the courses. Okay, so you can actually subscribe for any of the course that you like, okay, or the course that you're having challenges. If you want, you can actually subscribe even for chemistry. Okay, and it's the same setup. You choose your semester. So I'm Apex semester 1 today. Okay, once I open, okay, you can see topic lessons, tutorial sheets, past quiz, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you want the papers, again, just come here. Okay, open the papers. You're going to find the papers. Okay, and then you go to the video solutions. Okay, so video solutions, you're going to find the past paper videos and the topics. So any course that you want, you're going to find the same similar setup. Okay, so don't hesitate. Okay, we have everything that you need for you guys to pass. You can subscribe and you're going to pass. So if you want to contact me, my number is 0779 96 40 and then 10. So that is Tutor Solutions. Okay, and then if you just like to subscribe without the need of any of my team members, just check the links in the description here below. They're going to show you how you can do that. Okay, otherwise, I wish you all the best in your next assessment. Okay, and this has been Tutor Solutions. Until next time, always there for you.